All right, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of GreatMillStone that rule impeccably well. And shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing his truth and sincerity across the four winds, man. And, shalom to the brothers out there, and the few sisters that be, watching the videos, trying to, stay in this truth, man. Because we in those times, man. We in the serious times right now. And, it's a beautiful time to be alive. And prophecies continue week by week to heat up, man, Just come across this article on Sky News. And, apparently there's another hurricane on the way, man, to the Caribbean islands, right? So this is proof that the Lord is basically not letting up on these prophecies, man. The Lord is in full force right now with the destruction, with the judgment, across the world, primarily on, the other nations and also his own people, man. Negros, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Because judgment, it tells you in the scriptures that judgment will start at the house of God first, man. Right? And the house of the Lord is, the Negros, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Right? Now, this says here, Hurricane Maria heading to Irma hit Caribbean states. So we had Irma already, but now Hurricane Maria is on its way to the same Caribbean islands, man, to cause more, death and destruction, man. Right? And it's the Lord that's in control of all these things that are actually going down, man. Right? It's important to know that. Right? Shall evil, be in the city and the Lord that have not done it? Roughly paraphrasing. Now you can see that this hurricane right here, man, is warming up, man. So if I just read a few excerpts, it says the National Hurricane Center predicts that Hurricane Maria, which is currently Category 1, is heading straight for the Leeward Islands. Forecasters are warning it will probably be a major storm by the time it passes through the Leewards late on Monday, local time. So they're saying by the time it gets to the Caribbean islands, it's probably going to be a major storm by that time, man. Because, it starts off small and then it brews up and it gets more power, But even if it doesn't turn out to be a major, storm or hurricane, that doesn't mean anything, man, right? That just means the Lord is still sending warning shots, man, right? Who's to say that next week or tomorrow another disaster is not going to happen, man, right? This is a time to stay on your toes, man, because as it tells you in Daniel's, which we're going to get soon, this is going to be a time like never before, man, right? It says many of the islands in the predicted path, including the British Virgin Islands, St. Kitts, Nevis, and Anguilla, are still recovering after being battered by one of the strongest hurricanes in record history. All three countries are on a hurricane warning or watch for Maria, along with Guadeloupe, Dominica, and Martinique, and the British Overseas Territory of Montserrat, right? St. Lucia, Antigua, and Irma-ravaged Barbuda are on a warning for winds of tropical storm strength, man, right? So look at this, man. You had Maria, you got Lee over here, and you got Jose, right? All of these hurricanes that have been brewing up and that have been causing, major destruction, man, right? You look at these images here, major floodings have been happening, food supply being cut off because people in these areas obviously don't have any food, man, right? So these things actually cause a lot of death and destruction, man, right? These things are not to be taken lightly. I just want to get into the scriptures real quick. This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. Now, who is the children of thy people, man? That's talking about you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You are the biblical Israelites that the scriptures speak of, man, right? And anyone that descends back to those nations through their father, right? And it says, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. So now the scriptures is talking about a time of trouble, man, right? Which is really, primarily talking about, Jacob's trouble, martial law, World War III, all of these things that are going to be happening, the hurricanes, the pestilences, the famine, all of these things spoken of in the scriptures. This is that time of trouble like never before that's approaching the earth as we know it right now, man, right? There's going to be worse things happening, there's going to be much worse things happening, man. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. The Lord is just heating things up right now, man. Right? But we're nowhere near, right, the calamity and the dreadfulness that's going to be bestowed upon the earth, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're nowhere near that time right now, man. Right? When the Lord does it, everyone is going to know, man. These little, earthquakes and hurricanes here and there, it's the start of it, but it's not there yet, man. Because when the Lord lets off, man, it's going to be a very, very terrible time. It's going to, as the scripture says, it's going to be a time like never before, right? And that time, Lord willing, is very soon, man, right? Scriptures tell you that no man knoweth the hour, when Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to make his return. Not even Yahweh Shai knows himself, man, right? But you got these truthers saying, September the 23rd is going to be the end of the world. Well, that's bullshit, man, because the scriptures don't tell you that no man knoweth the time, right? But that time, we know we're approaching that time because we're watching for the signs and we can see the climate that we're currently in, man. So we know that time is very close, man, Lord willing. But with that, I say shalom, and I hope this short lesson was edifying. And until next time, shalom.